Ohdeerbambi will be able to backdoor, and here comes Joe coming in to actually disrupt the flow, and they might just arrive a little bit way too early, and that will be of the day as we'll take off in towards the battlefield, of course. But we're looking at Evos right here, already camping over left side of the jungle, hoping that if any invades come right in, they'll be able to pick up an easy first blood. Of course, lots of bombs being set off there to help Bambi to clear off that buff.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, but Evos is already going to proxy the wave here. Evos is very dependent on the buffs, so they have to defend their sides to ensure that the buffs are safe. However, this is going to give Siren Clan a good signal that their red is still up. However, Ling is already hitting level 2, and the rest of Siren Clan is just a little behind on the EXP because they shared it.
Now we're looking at JPL, so getting a little bit too much. Oh my goodness! He gets pulled all the way back, and he got chained in an instant. And that's going to be the first kill headed towards side of Cyber.
Yep, so far it's just going to be too tough. Oh, Lung gets hit by the Abyssal Arrow, but again, not too much going on. Siren Clan do get first blood, but Evos on the other hand, they got to play this with a higher tempo if they want to keep up with Siren. They got to get that Ling online as quickly as possible, and I think it's going to be interesting because Ohdeerbambi, known to be the mage player of the team, now we're going to have to carry on this Ling.
Oh, that's some really smooth moves coming in, and the moment that you speak of him needing all those kills, they just funnel one more kill on side of Evos, of course, that making it their first kill of this entire series. Bambi, of course, looking back to crap. Baba Yaga might not be able to contest at all.
Yeah, I think he just has to move away for now, and a lot of priority is for Siren Clan to play on this bottom side with the turtle there as well. You can see that Evos quickly switching over the lanes so that Evos can actually put some damage into that bottom side by proxying the waves in both mid, potentially mid and top.
Yeah, and I'm really loving some of all the ways that Siren Clan has been rotating as a unit. Just look at how the players are moving across, especially for Joe, who has been providing them with a little bit of that buff to actually catch people up. And speaking of which, they might just be able to actually look for a soul, but he will be able to actually open up the bottom side. And, well, that's going to be a top side chase. And one more kill, and it's about a piece.
Yep, the sacrifice of the Uranus just for the bottom tier 1 seems pretty worth it to me, as Evos isn't able to respond because they took too much time dealing with Uranus on the top side.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty much a fair ordeal in that sort of sense where they did have a little bit of grace, but Siren Clan right now, they are pretty much even in terms of goal, although there's a couple of kills. Evos, but there's a lot of damage being pulled out. That will be a kill, and it ends for A1, A2.
Baba Yaga comes walking in that recipe. Oh, ABC is going to be the next to fall. Ohdeerbambi doesn't have enough energy to walk away just yet. Let's see if Evos can capitalize on this. So you can see that both Bud and Bosa making sure that Evos doesn't get away with this. But Evos does carry. He pops the off, but he gets the initial chunk out, allowing A1, A2 to secure the kill. And a double kill onto Diggy here. Looks like Evos overextended.
Oh, yes, indeed. And then we saw Bosa. He was actually keeping the counter for quite some time, and it's still too late to use it at the final moment. And this is going to be Siren Clan leading in with that first turtle game.
Really nicely done. Looks like Siren Clan does have a lead against the reigning champion so far. Let's see whether Evos can actually play from behind for a little bit and maybe look to keep the scales.
Oh yeah, and now that we already have 3 kills in the back for that Lunox, he's just gonna start hitting like a truck, and even Luna is like, okay, it doesn't really matter all too much. And we're just seeing a couple of bombs being spread out to Absidy, and another shot coming out from that of Siren Clan, and a little bit too much right there, but Soul running right through. And A1, A2 will be shut down, not even having any time to pop up that brilliant.
Really great play coming in from Soul. He waited in the fight, very patient, looked for the opportunity, and once he saw the commitment onto Diggy, he goes straight in with the ejector, securing the kill.
Now that we're looking at the Evos here, really upside Baba Yaga to give this one away, because there's way too many of these members here pressurize the tower, and they should be able to take this one for free because Lunox is pretty much far away. Well, there's going to be some promotion over bot side. We will fixate our eyes for top lane.
Yep, but that's not it. Evos is going to be chasing Ohdeerbambi. It's not going to be too much, but Bosa trying to even out the scales. They have to move away. The numbers are not in their favor. even if the rest of the team's there. Jawhead on the bottom side won't be able to make it in time. Ooh, but they're getting ABCDE really low. The flame shots all come out.
Oh, they managed to actually take off the river. I kind of forgot what that name is. I don't apologize for that. But then again, here comes Soul against Ambus as we see a little bit of that sort of contest once more. And Bambi will be able to actually take this one for himself.
River Sentinel is the easiest way to call it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the actual name, but it's a lot easier compared to what the other name is.
That's where, you know, sometimes as a caster, you just get your tongue-tied for a little bit. But we're looking at Silent Clan here. They really want to win the tower, but they might just get punished as we see Soul charging right in. Karamiku will be able to actually pull him all the way back, and he might be actually stuck there, and he will be able to get one kill off for side of Cyrus. And here comes Bambi, looking for one kill. Might just be able to get the second one against A1, A2, but the birds have been popped. Oh, they are melting down as we see the APL just walks out alive.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, that was a good trade. I really thought Ohdeerbambi could actually win that one, but it looks like he lost, but the rest of his team was able to counter back real quick with that maximum impact coming in from Kimmy to secure the kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but Joe, with that Paramis ultimate, really set the tone for Evos. The moment that ultimate comes down, you kill Joe. Joe's just hovering around like, hey, what am I supposed to do now? The rest of the Evos, they're just trying to peel away so they don't receive that extra damage.
Yeah, no, we're looking at both sides actually brawling it out from the get-go up until this point. We've already got a total of 14 kills from both sides, and now they might just actually contest for the second turtle right here. And look at the items so far. Of course, everyone's still trying to complete their first two items, and that's going to be a great opportunity from Soul facing into his Ambus, but he knows there's no point committing to this race.
Yep. No, I think everybody realizes that an absolute pain to deal with, so unless you've got team members in the way ready to pounce on him, there's just no point to fully committing on him at all. Even the harass is just bonus.
Oh my, speaking of harass, Bambi is just chasing it and not really giving Joe any much of a space, and that might just be Fossa here going in with a little bit of maximum charge, who might actually land the shot, but this is by inches here as A1 to A2. Both force moves to back away, both actually pushing the back shot. Oh, almost getting down.
Really, really close. Luckily, ABCD was a little off to a different angle, so he wouldn't be able to reach it. Also kind of out of position here. The Abyssal Arrow lands on top of the flame shot. They secure the kill. Evos are on their toes. The Soul is trying to run away, but he can't get too far.
Oh my goodness me. We're looking at Evos here getting pressure from a couple of angles here while Bambi is sitting pretty up top against Ambus. He might be able to actually take him down, and there's going to be a little he will be able to escape!
He doesn't have any CC, but right now everything is just going so terribly for Evos SG. They are taking 3 members out with no casualties to the side in return for the Siren Clan. This is looking not too bad. They're all going even. They're even a little bit ahead.
Yeah, and I gotta say that I'm really liking this revamp fresh faces of Siren Clan as we see JPL getting come down and cross all the way back. There's gonna be a little bit of chase over the side of Joe as we see Bambi chasing in for Absi, looking for that double kill, and A1, A2 have to face off against him, and he might just be able to actually secure this triple in the back as A1, A2 wants him back for a little bit more, but this is way too much to take. Siren Clan will only have Ambus left alive.
Ooh, looks like this game is really a bloodbath for both sides. They're just trading back and forth. You know, I said that Evos composition requires them to be active, and they are, and it looks like Siren Clan understand that too. They are just willing to match the aggression.
Yeah, this is definitely something that's very, very different as compared to the usual.
Lord, resurrecting soon.
Everyone was funneling everything to a mage or marksman Bambi, but now he's actually playing in the jungle, which is definitely something that they might be considering moving forward into later parts of the season.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Evos is adapting, and I think a lot of it has been taken effects to their Coach A on someone who has been studying very avidly about the game. I mean, look, they even have the triple mass set up just to make sure that, they have the 4 mass set up just to funnel the ball into this Ling. And, you know, this particular strategy has been used in both the Philippines as well as Indonesia, or recently Indonesia as well, as, you know, Bigatron was able to utilize Ling, Bigatron Alpha was able to utilize Ling as the hyper carry, and I think people are starting to catch on.
Oh yeah, and I think eventually some of the members of Siren might consider selling that off in a couple more minutes here, especially for Granger, because so far he's got that Blade of Despair, and I'm pretty sure that he wants a little bit more of that sort of XP being funneled to him along with those goals as well. But here comes a little bit of that arrow passing by, just dodging it like a piece from Matrix. For some sort of sense, as we see Ambus just doing Uranus things, jumping at the side.
Yep, pushing the side lane, being just an absolute nuisance to the game, and like you can already see Soul. He pushed out the lane, and it's like, I gotta go walk back up here and deal with this.
Yeah, no, we're actually seeing members of Siren Clan being a little bit more wary of the situation, where if they were to actually farm up on either side of the lane, they might lose out on this first score. So far, 11 minutes into play, where look at getting popped up into spin a race as we see a huge commitment coming in from Siren Clan.
Holy cow, a shot and Baba Yaga coming in with a Rhapsody. Oh, Ohdeerbambi, he's trying to clear the rest of them. He gets one. He's already got a triple kill. He's got a clean up house, and even the Fireman's ultimate, it's just the remnant of what's left. They can't do anything. A1, A2 trying to get away. The Retribution slows him down, but that last hit, unfortunately, doesn't secure the kill. So forced to use the ultimate just to run him down. What a fight, a 3-for-3 trade.
My goodness me, nobody expected that sort of move coming in from Ohdeerbambi. He just dove right into his tree, and he managed to take down so many of all these guys coming from Siren. Like, they were like chanting for victory, like, hey, we've got 2 of these guys with those perfect flame shots from quite a distance, and, you know, the fight was not really over just yet, and Evos SG, they bit back, and of course Bambi did not manage to make a clean escape, therefore the game.
Yeah, they gotta be really, really careful, because Baba Yaga is getting really, really big. At this point, he should just sell the mask. He's got his first item already. The EXP is pretty even in total. However, Ohdeerbambi, because of the amount of EXP being funneled into him, it looks like it's A-okay. You look at the rest of the team, they're all level 12. Some of them are even higher than the previous supports. Lund especially, who's only level 11.
Yeah, now speaking of all these levels, Bambi is already hitting 15. He doesn't really need to care about those levels anymore, and he just will be shoveling the waves against Ambus all the time. Then this is where, you know, it's going to be forcing Uranus to either join the fight or continue pushing this endless wave.
Well, I think Ambus is just going to be endlessly pushing. There's nothing they can do. Even if Ohdeerbambi commits fully onto him, Ambus is just too big of a nuisance. It's sustained through all that damage to the extra shield.
He's just going to be clapping a little bit of that Bambi movement. Oh! Big shots coming in for Rosado Joe, and that will take out the Paramis in the battle. But Soul is in between 4 members of the side of Siren Clan as they choose to fall back to safety. And now we're looking at Bambi just waiting by the lines as he'll be dashing through the top side once again. And I don't know, like, I feel Siren Clan need to consider taking out that Ling as the next game goes on.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see, because Baba Yaga, he's going to need that Winds of Nature real soon just to survive the initial burst coming in from Ohdeerbambi. Might even consider getting an immortality, but we're going to have to wait and see, because we're coming up to the 38K mark and the fight is about to begin. Baba Yaga in trouble, forcing out the flick of the Rhapsody coming out to Ohdeerbambi. He got hit twice, and that was enough to chunk it out to 50% HP. But Joe is going to fall, and A1, A2 going to get gunned down with the help of JPL and Forza.
Oh my goodness, that really was very swift coming in from Bambi, but he flickered out in time, and Baba Yaga actually survived for a little bit more before his JPL was exchanged in the process, but this is that board up in the open for Evos SG to actually secure. Well, that's going to be a free tower fight for the Uranus to take as well, so I guess Siren Clan has a little bit of a good situation still where they have enough time to find a way to stall all the good that's coming across.
Yeah, it was a 5v4 situation, and they lost 2 members, but they were able to take out one of them. So I would, and also get a turn. So I would say it's a little bit of a win for Siren as well. But I wouldn't have expected this game to be so close between these 2 teams, especially considering the performance of Siren Clan. I mean, Evos in general has just been, performing phenomenally, and even Geek fans struggled to beat them. As their first loss for Evos.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. And even though we're looking at this current matchup here, though there is a lot of kills hidden over inside of Evos FG, it doesn't really mean all too much because one good fight for Siren might just change things and even that to a score. But in terms of goal, then honestly not too far behind. And Evos esports, they are now focusing over the top side here. Trying to actually put out some help coming with the maximum charge. Now the Lord is going to be coming in and it will break this tower down pretty much quickly, but Evos might just actually force our attack.
Oh wow, they even used the arrival to hold that tower a little bit longer, and now they're going in for a full fight. Ohdeerbambi is in the back line. The Blade Tempest is already out. He's kind of trapped. He's been locked out by the Abyssal Arrow. Joe picks up the kill. They trade 1 for 1, A1, A2 for Ohdeerbambi, and they only lose an inhibitor tower from a Luminous Lord. That is some really great play coming in from Siren Clan. They are holding on very nicely.
Yeah, well, just look at the maneuvers. They kind of know what exactly to do. They got to let go of this sort of mid lane tower and defend the very final ones over the mid side, as we see APL just keeping all these checkpoints where, as we see, losing this Edger and Siren Clan actually forcing all these waves back. And, well, they're going to have a lot more pressure coming in from the bottom side as well.
Yep, and now Soul just, being a nuisance on the sidelines, taking out and absorbing arrows, dodging arrows and absorbing the traps coming in from ABCDE just to make sure that nobody else has to step on them.
Yeah, now, for instance, just making sure that they find a little bit of that sort of balance from each corners of the lane, and eventually they'll probably find a little bit of the entry point from either mid side or the bottom. While the lane is still securing a couple of buffs before they donate the fray.
Yep, they have to be a little careful here. Divine Glaive being bought by Soul. That's going to be pretty, a really, really big buy as well, because it's going to be getting rid of any healing factors. So Spell Vamp isn't going to be as effective for Baba Yaga as well as A1, A2 were the most notable users of it.
Yeah, now Soul already getting spotted out by Siren Clan. He's not really phased by all this sort of pressure because he's got Immortality up online. And even though if there's a full commitment, Bambi has already got himself ready right at the back, and now we're going to be seeing Ambush taking a little bit way too much, and he gets pulled all the way back. Evos SG could have actually utilized that situation to actually secure 1 kill.
Would they be able to get the kill? It's kind of tough to say, but they got pretty close so far. So I think with a better execution, they might have been able to. But now Soul is going to be pushing that bottom side. They're waiting for the next Lord to come back up, just so that they can pressure it down. Because look at the goal differential. Even the they actually get a kill onto Ambrose, who overextends a little bit more. This might be Evos' opportunity to actually put some actual damage into these inhibitor turrets.
Yeah, now I think that will be one entry point for a lower side of the map, as we see Joker looking for that kill. Immortality being popped over the side of Lune, as he will be able to walk away with the time journey as well. Boss is going to be tossed all the way back by Soul, and now Bambi is just raiding pressure up top to the gate. And
Lord resurrecting soon.
Yeah, ABCDE has been finding some great Abyssal Arrows overall, landing on a Bambi first, and then Lun securing that kill and forcing them away, saving the bottom tier 3.
Now, we see as already here, Bambi will be able to solo this one out. While there is Paramis just waiting, maybe they will be able to find one in the form of Soul. They probably actually popped up Immortality, and they will be able to do so, but they will actually lose 1 life instead. Lune's going to be pressurized as we see Joe going in for the chase, but it won't be much for long. Promise, of course, will have his soul taken down.
Oh, looks like he's going to be dead here, but he will respawn really, really fast once again. His passive is so useful, especially in a situation like this where, death timers can be obnoxiously long.
Yeah, I would definitely agree, especially when you need to defend. This is definitely crucial for Siren Clan, as we see Joe. Although he has fallen 8 times already in this matchup, he has proven to be a key component in this entire competition that we are currently playing.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game because Evos still 19 minutes into the game. They are nowhere closer in their progress to finish off Siren Clan. Lord, Luminous Lord as well is walking to the top side. Bottom side, they are using that arrival to protect that turret from the Lord empowered minions, but can they actually finish this off? Yes, they do. They take out the inhibitor turret. Lord is now dead. So, again, not really too much. JPL might be in some trouble. Oh, he goes down, but the immortality will bring him back up. Can he actually hop out? Luckily, Soul uses the ejector to flick him over his head.
Yeah, and of course that brings him back to safety. And we're looking at a very traditional Evos SG. They take things one at a time, and they don't really want to fully commit to certain openings because there was the mid-side upper grab, but they know that they might lose some members, so they played really cool. And they're really in no rush per se. We've already got 2 Lords, and just a little bit more pressure might be able to actually crack open the entirety of the base for Siren Clan. Fossa will be able to actually get this buff for himself. And, well, most of all these guys coming from Evos SG has already completed different kills already.
Yep. Again, buffs haven't been taken for Siren Clan in a long time, but it doesn't matter. It's already the 20th minute of the game. So far, this is arguably one of the longest games, and hopefully the only longest games here today. But I think Siren Clan has put up an amazing fight against Evos SG overall. It's not like they were making super big mistakes. It's that, Evos was being aggressive, and Siren didn't not only responded, but defended very strategically against Evos' aggression.
Yeah, I think that if it were to be any other team, they might have actually fallen flat with a wipeout already. And we're looking at Siren here, knowing how to also focus on towards Bambi when necessary. But to begin with, they're looking for Loom once again as they commit towards this fight inside the jungle. Over the mid side, we have JPL here, bringing a little bit more pressure. Maximum charge coming in from inside of Fossa will not take Ambush down.
Yep, they're going to force themselves back, but Lun on the other side is being secured by ABCDE as he finds the mark just somehow.
Oh my, I mean, of course, they've already created so much of that sort of pressure coming from the side of Siren Clan. They only get 1 kill out of that, which is honestly not too bad, which they really needed to buy enough time, and hopefully by the time that the turn 1 hits, they might be able to test that one, and with that, maybe we'll be able to actually turn the game around.
Yeah, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Fossa has been just using his ultimate maximum impact constantly. Oh, Ohdeerbambi coming in from the back line, but the Winter Charger is going to keep A1, A2 alive for now. Immortality going to pop him up. Ohdeerbambi still, A1, A2 is secured. He wasn't able to get off the brilliance. This is Evos' time to turn things around, but Ohdeerbambi is still unable to get where he wants to be.
It's a 2 for 2 exchange in that sort of top lane skirmish, but I felt it was a little bit unnecessary, but they are here to prove a point that, if you overextend, we will punish you no matter the cost.
Oh,
so,
no.
Lord, resurrecting soon.
Hard to follow up from that distance.
Oh, looks like Lun is like, no. I'm not going to let you get any more of this arrows onto Fossa. Fossa really has to be careful because if he gets caught by one of those again, it's going to mean his doom.
Oh, he might just actually be a couple more arrows actually land coming from ABCDE, and it took a little bit longer to finish that buff. As we see, members of Evos SG is just going to be regrouping once again, and they might be able to actually take Lord number 3.
They slowly make their way to Lord. This Lord is going to be extra tough for Siren to take out. However, Siren is playing too defensively now. How do they look to engage onto Evos SG? Or, at this point, do they even have any options to engage at all? Because I feel like they're just waiting for ABCDE to land an Abyssal Arrow before they go in. Or, at the very least, Evos' Ohdeerbambi tries to look for the back line.
Yeah, I think it's definitely either or coming towards some of all these scenarios. And as for Siren Clan, of course, sometimes even if they land the Abyssal Arrow, they really gotta think twice, is it really worth it to actually go in for that full position? Because now, even some members like Bambi will be able to backdoor, and here comes Joe coming in to actually disrupt the flow, and they might just arrive a little bit way too early, and that will be the downfall of that Joe right there. But, there's still Baba Yaga at the back to actually break things off.
Yep, and so far it's going to be a 1-for-0 situation here. Both teams still in their stalemate. They can't even get Lord for the side of Evos SG as Siren has scaled quite well. Okay, that's a mega kill from Fossa. They can actually go in for this and look, they end the game. They've already broken out that last inhibitor, and now 4 members from the side of Siren Clan are down. Evos look to secure the win here for themselves here in game 1.
Wow, the match actually bait out the members of Siren Clan, and it's too little too late to actually defend this one. As we see Bambi and the rest of Evos Singapore will be able to secure game 1 of this series.
That was a very impressive game coming in from Siren Clan. You know, they really tried to make sure every single time